Okay, so today I want to talk about a very important topic in all, well, a lot of spirituality, a lot of general spirituality, and that is intuition. Intuition, known as the deep inner knowing, is that feeling that we get, that small feeling that we get that tells us, should I do this? Should I go in this direction? Should I not go into this park or this um, restaurant or something? Just gives you a feeling of right or wrong. And sometimes, well, a lot of us don't listen to it. We go up to our head and our intellect and our ego selves, and we decide in that sort of way. Um, whereas there's so many more possibilities with intuition, and it really feels internally um, right or wrong. Um, so there's many ways to think about that, but they say trust your intuition or trust your gut. I've got a feeling. Don't you know like um, go on that feeling, act on that feeling. So it says for intuition that it is a form of knowledge that appears in consciousness without obvious deliberation. It is not magical, but rather is a faculty in which hunches are generated by the unconscious mind, rapidly sifting through past experiences and cumulative knowledge. So, if someone were to say, I've got a hunch on something, um, I have a hunch, then that's probably, a certain feeling that they have um, about this thing. Um, and, don't let others, get, you know, negatively guilt you or, get the better or have more power over you. Um, and, make those decisions when it's not right, doesn't feel right to um, go to the beach and have a party that night. It does not feel right to sign the contract for a position in being an accountant. Um, you know, it's not right to assist this person out or hire them or um, whatever it may be. So it's not, it doesn't look at the intellect. Okay. So often referred to as gut feelings, intuition tends to arise holistically and quickly without awareness of the underlying mental processes of information. Scientists have repeatedly demonstrated how information can register on the brain without conscious awareness and positively influence decision making and other behavior. So, those gut feelings. Where does intuition stem from? Now, psychologists believe intuition relies on power of pattern matching. As the mind comes experience stored in long-term memory for similar situations and presents in the moment judgments based on them. The automatic information processing that underlies intuition can be seen in the everyday phenomenon known as highway hypnosis, which occurs when a driver travels for miles without a conscious thought about the activity of driving the car. So it's in the unconscious mind. So is intuition the same as gut feelings? Intuition is often referred to as gut feelings, as they seem to arise fully formed from some deep part in us, or part of us. In fact, they are the product of brain processing that automatically compares swiftly perceived elements of a current experience with past experience and knowledge, and they are delivered to awareness with considerable emotional certainty. So then, how are gut feelings related to first impressions? Intuition, like first impressions, senses the brain's need to predict and prepare for what will happen next. So it's something that you feel sends your brain. First impressions are rapid, holistic assessments of people based on subtle um, perpetual cues and judgment of intent to help or harm. Both rely on automatic processes and, as rapid evolution systems, both are subject to error, especially from biases we hold. Um, so then it says, our gut feelings are often correct, but we tend to attach a certainty to them that we do not want, that do not always merit. They do tend to be more accurate in some domains of experience than others, such as the formation of first impressions. Intuition is often valuable in detecting deception and other forms of danger and in detecting sexual orientation. So sometimes you feel it more than other times. So then it says gut feelings do have their value to complex decision making. Um, Even after people, okay. So, people typically ought cite rational seeming criteria to their actions and do not disclose the um, the subjective preferences of feelings that arise spontaneously. So you have a plan, you're following through it. Oh, I'm feeling like I want to change the plan. Nope. No. So is my intuition always right? Experts find that intuition, no matter how right it feels, is more reliable in some sense of activity than others. For example, it can help you generate new ideas or new figures of speech, but don't count on it for comprehending vocabulary. Where reflective thinking is better in this task or in judgmental job candidates. Many situations actually utilize a combination of intentional reflective deliberation and automatic intuition. So I thought that I would read this article today about intuition.